spellbound. The intricacy of weaving the colorful plates while dancing with the sticks looked too tough to me. Kudos, girls. That was something, Santoshi.
Abhinav, we girls are multitaskers. Let's just accept it. If we had a dance like that for the boys, the cloth would have been entangled and the sticks broken.
Haha, very funny.
Yeah, okay. Jokes apart, with that, we come to the conclusion of this segment of national integration. Hope our parents enjoyed our effort at portraying the rich cultural diversity of India. Let's give it up for India.
We are now about to witness an act called Social Reformers, the Agents of Change. The act is about the uncrowned kings of colonial India.
The students of grades 6 and 7 are here to take us back in time to throw light on some social reformers who fought for the rights of the underprivileged sections of society and women. Let's welcome Lavina, Vasya and their team who will take you through the powerful act. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. While the nation is reverberating with great joy on the landmark platinum year of Indian independence, I, Lavina Shetty of grade 7,
and I, Vasya Muhammad Salim of grade 6, are here to transport you back in time to shed light on the discrimination and difficulties the weaker section and the women had to face.
200 years ago, things were very different, I guess. Most girls were married off at an early age, and hence there was no scope for education. Not only that, there were many inhuman practices like sati sahagamana, untouchability, polygamy, caste discrimination, and so on.
How sad, but true, Lavina. As we celebrate 75 years of Indian independence, it is important to look back and commemorate the work of some of our visionaries and reformers, the agents of change who paved the path for a better India, a modern India, and a more equitable India.
We shall start with the pioneer of social reform movement in Indian society. Any guesses?
It is none other than Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Ram Mohan Roy was a great scholar and an independent thinker. He was well versed in many Indian and European languages. Roy took on orthodoxy, power, religion, and relentlessly campaigned for the abolition of the barbaric practice of sati, championing the cause of women's rights. During his childhood, Roy witnessed the death of his sister-in-law through sati. The 17-year-old girl was dragged towards the pyre, and Ram Mohan Roy witnessed a terrified state. He tried to protest, but to no avail. She was burnt alive. Oh, her painful screams. The people chanted,
Mahasati, 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 Mahasati.
great wife. He persuaded the British to make a law for the abolition of sati pratha and advocated for the study of English, science, Western medicine and technology in India.
During the 19th century, most women had virtually no access to education. In many parts of the country, people believed that if a woman was educated, she would become a widow. Let us know about the noble efforts made by the couple towards the change in the society for the education of girls, especially of lower caste. They are Mahatma Jyotirao Phule and his wife Savitribai Phule are known to be the pioneers of women in education in Maharashtra. He watched how untouchables were discriminated against. Even their shadows were looked down upon. They had to tie a broom behind their backs to sweep the very street they had walked on.
सावित्री इधर आओ।
अरे
बोलिए, क्यों बुलाया मुझे? सावित्री, क्या तुम पढ़ाई करोगी? पढ़ाई? मैं? हाँ हाँ, पढ़ाई। अगर तुम पढ़ोगी, तुम आगे बढ़कर शिक्षक बन सकती हो और अन्य महिलाओं को पढ़ा सकती हो। मैं जरूर पढ़ूंगी। आपका यह काम करा सकूं, इससे बड़ी बात मेरे लिए और क्या ही होगी?
Every afternoon, when Savitribai Phule came to the fields where her husband worked to give him his food, Jyoti Rao sat with her and educated her.
You have to go, move. Cobbler. Get ready for cobbler. Ma'am, the cobbler set ready.
Jyoti Rao sent his wife to get trained at a school, and she passed with flying colors.
most of us know Savitribai Phule as India's first female teacher and principal. We know how hand in hand with her social reformer husband Jyoti Rao, she achieved the revolutionary act of establishing the first school for girls. But this path was strewn with difficulties. Here's the tale of atrocities and innumerable abuses she had to face on her way to teach. Groups of Orthodox men followed her on her way to teach. They threw rotten eggs, cow dung, tomatoes, etc.
देखो मेरी हालत, क्या हाल किया है उन्होंने मेरा। मैं ये काम नहीं कर सकती। सावित्री, हर भले काम में रुकावट आती है, पर हमें कोशिश करते रहना चाहिए। ये लो एक साड़ी, तुम विद्यालय जाकर बदल सकती हो।
Jyoti Rao gave her an additional sari to change before she started to work. She continued in this manner for a while. But one day, things got out of hand.
मेरे प्रिय भाइयों, आप मुझे इस भले का काम करने से नहीं रोक सकते। मैंने कसम खाई है कि मैं इन पिछड़ी हुई औरतों को शिक्षित करके रहूंगी। यह जो आप मेरे ऊपर गोबर और पत्थर फेंक रहे हैं, इन्हें मैं आपका आशीर्वाद मानती हूँ। धन्यवाद।
नहीं, अगर तुम इन पिछड़ी हुई लड़कियों को पढ़ाना नहीं रुका तो तुम्हें बहुत बड़ी सजा मिलेगी।
A crowd gathered to watch the drama. The unfazed Savitribai slapped him hard. The stunned man ran away, and so did the honor.
Reforms and reformers are not only from 19th and 20th century. The world is still besieged by problems. So we conclude with the modern day Indian reformer, Nobel laureate Mr. Kailash Satyarthi, who was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize 2014 jointly with Malala Yousafzai for their struggle against the suppression of children and young people and for the right of all children to education. He followed the non-violent tradition of Mahatma Gandhi. The Peace Prize laureate gave up his career and his high caste name, Sharma, in a protest against caste discrimination. Instead, he called himself Satyarthi, seeker of truth. He founded Bachpan Bachao Andolan and liberated about 82,000 child laborers around the world. Since his childhood, Kailash had always cushioned the wrong and unjust. As a young child of 5 years, he was disturbed deeply when he saw a small boy walking with his cobbler father, shining shoes at the school gate on the first day of school. It did not take Kailash much time to understand the stark contrast between his life and that of the cobbler's son. Kailash was incredibly sad about what he had seen. He kept staring at the boy every time he entered or left his school building. One day, he mustered courage and asked the cobbler,
सुनिए सुनिए, आप अपने बेटे को मेरे स्कूल क्यों नहीं भेजा रहे हो?
बाबूजी, इसमें नया क्या है? मेरा बाप एक मोची था और मैं भी एक मोची ही हूँ और आगे बढ़कर मेरा बेटा भी एक मोची ही बनेगा. हम इसी काम के लिए ही पैदा हुए हैं.
It was the rainy season. Kailash's elder brother bought him a raincoat and a colorful umbrella.
करो, पॉलिश करो, पॉलिश करो. सुनो, बारिश होने वाला है, जरा इन जूतों को संभाल कर रखो.
It was about to rain. Kailash was going to school when he noticed the cobbler boy was trying to protect his shoes by covering them. But he himself was drenching in the rain. Kailash was shocked.
तुम क्या कर रहे हो? अगर ये जूते भीग जाए तो मेरा बाप मुझे धो डालेगा. तुम ये छाता ले लो, मेरे पास ये रेनकोट है. धन्यवाद.
Kailash always felt very strongly that all children are born equal and therefore have the right to education and lead a good life. The list of such reformers who have worked for the change and are still working for the betterment is endless.
Let us salute these great leaders and reformers who worked tirelessly, endlessly, and selflessly to make our country a better place to live in. Thank you.